Hello everybody, this is EJK, and in this game we are going to be taking a look at a TVZ today. Yippee, good. The Zerg player is Lambdanaut, kind of like an astronaut but with a lambda sign. There totally needs to be a lambda symbol decal here. That would be very sick. On the other side of the map, we have the classic 5MinBot. It's been around for some time. 5MinBot is a seasoned bot. Look at that interesting wall off. I wonder why it shows there instead of there or there. That's usually where you can wall off with a barracks. So depot, barracks, and then depot. But choosing not to wall off with depot. Lambdanaut is going for a fast pool, so we might see some early action, or it could just be some defensive play. Kairos Junction is a very large map, kind of scrolling through it, and there's only really one main attack path through the middle of the map that leads to these peripheral bases, and you kind of have an option to target different ones. This was obvious. These foremost ones are obviously the most vulnerable, so expansion patterns would typically be here and here first, and even possibly taking a different side of the map and splitting the map in, say, no, splitting the map like that, and then maybe like that. That's not a very good illustration. It's going to be interesting to see what Lambdanaut's build is. I'm not too familiar with it as I am with 5MinBot. What are these Zerglings doing? Get to work, you lazy Zerglings. Whoa! And the Queen decides to throw down a creep tumor as opposed to inject. It's a very interesting build indeed. We see metabolic boost being started now. Where is this Queen going? These Zerglings are able to push away the Reaper, surprisingly. This Reaper did not really try hard enough. It could have done a lot more damage. This Queen is being used very inefficiently. Oh my gosh. The second Queen ended up injecting. Meanwhile, this hatchery does not have any injects going. That's severely slowing down the economy or the production of Lambdanaut. Some safety spine crawlers. Not really sure why. They're not in a position that makes it completely obvious what they're for. It could have been more frontal, more on the edge to defend against Reapers. But they're just there. 5MinBot, for people familiar with them, I don't think much has changed with 5MinBot's base build. It's a very solid macro Terran. As I say that, it's not throwing down the mule. Actually, it's saving up energy. That's a very big mistake in this matchup because there's absolutely no reason you should be saving up energy. At most, you could scan for possible cheeses, but this is actually severely limiting 5MinBot's economy as well. You see here, 5MinBot's mineral income is about on par with Lambdanaut, when it should be much further ahead in terms of these harvester counts because of how powerful the mule is. Baneling nest going down. It's cool. We'll see a push going on soon. Lambdanaut really prioritizing creep spread. You see the initial tumors going downwards, making its way across the map. The second tumor is active as well. Note that there are only 2 tumors, and creep spread grows based off of how many tumors you have active and how fast you've placed the tumors. So the creep spread is pretty extensive with only 2 tumors because they were placed down so early. We're seeing those benefits of those early creep tumors starting to show. Oh, that, why? Where did that gas come from? That was a long trip from the drone. Ooh, evolution chamber being placed in a very poor spot, trapping in a couple of drones, blocking in some minerals, and making life much more difficult. And not only that, Lambdanaut has taken units off of the geysers. Does have a little bit of excess gas. Actually, Lambdanaut's gone down to essentially 0 gas. It's kind of odd. Scan in the main. Lambdanaut's building up a pretty scary army, and now it's back on gas. Upgrades are not researching though, given that these evo chambers are ready. Meanwhile, 5MinBot is starting to get further ahead with its upgrades. These 3 spine crawlers for defense, built very early on. These banelings are deciding to attack without baneling speed. I mean, given the army supply difference, which isn't even that big anymore. Well, the army supply isn't big, but the army value makes a big difference. Ooh, catching that siege tank out of position. Doing some terrible, terrible damage. Completely swamping through, but oh, not able to take down that bunker. That is going to be a hold, because now Lambdanaut's out of banelings and can't bust down that bunker. That was an almost scary attack. Pretty even resources lost. Did not get a cancel on the 3rd command center. Splitting up again, so splitting up into this area to attack, as opposed to pummeling through the natural. The natural would have been the better choice. Would have done a lot more damage. Meanwhile, this Liberator is already doing more damage than the entire baneling attack that we saw earlier. Good job, Queen. This creep spread is getting pretty far. I like the Overlord spread. There's a lot of great vision, a lot of movement going on for... Oh, nice cancel. A lot of movement going on for the Zerg player. It really feels like it's a Zerg-esque player as well. I think it captures the essence of Zerg. Medvac is retreating without even trying to do any damage. So it's 3 bases versus about 3 bases right now, and this is when the Terran starts to gain that advantage. Ooh, big attack coming in. Baneling speed is not done. It took a very long time to get it started, and oh, those banelings could have done so much more damage if they DPS down that bunker, going into the mineral line. That would have crippled 5MinBot. But instead, trading armies is not the ideal solution. It's one way to do things, but it's not a great way. Oh, finally, we see the 4th base coming down. This 4th base is extremely late. 12 out of 12. 19 out of 16. This is going to go down to 12 pretty soon. 8 out of 8. Oh, look at that. Baneling drop. Baneling drop. Solid. Killed maybe 3 or 4 SCVs. I believe when you have +2 attack on those banelings, they can one-shot SCVs and other workers as well when they drop, regardless of the weapons. Or you need a +2 weapon advantage. I don't remember how the math lines up, but it's somewhere along the lines of you can reach a number of upgrades, special upgrade mix that will let you one-shot workers. Oh geez, we got 1 active creep tumor. We got no more active creep tumors. This creep spread, as we've seen it progress now, that's not a great spot to siege up. As we've seen the creep spread progress, it has a lot of depth going across the important attack areas of the map, but we don't see the width. It's not covering the outer edges of the map. Another baneling drop getting ready to go. That's gonna be cool. What in the world? Oh, that's the Overlord waypoint. So this attack coming in, slight army supply advantage for the Zerg player, going straight towards the planetary. Attack move is not the answer here, as this was a very, very ineffective trade. Units got cleaned up easily. That was a free donation. 5MinBot does not need donations either. Oh, nice. Got that SCV kill. So 5MinBot has been able to parry Lambdanaut's attacks relatively easily. I like how these depots go up. That's so cool. That's a nice little touch. Checking, yeah, okay, it's still at +1. And 5MinBot's at 2-2. So huge upgrade lead for 5MinBot, attacking into this awesomely defended position with both the tank and the planetary. You're gonna need a lot more than what Lambdanaut has here. Oh my gosh, and all of those expensive Ravagers getting shredded. Goodbye. Scan going down. You see only a layer, and now Lambdanaut has progressed into Roach Hydra Tech. At this point in the game, when 3-3 is almost done, Roach Hydra does not do very well, like most army compositions with an upgrade deficit. We have yet to see some burrowed Roach play. That could turn things around. Burrow has been upgraded. There are no turrets out on the map right now for 5MinBot, so these burrowed Roaches could cause a big issue if they were to spread out, like couple there, couple there, couple there, couple there, couple there, just spread it all over the place. That could be really, really abusive going forward, especially for a bot with seemingly unlimited actions per minute. Usually we see the Zerg players with more APM. In this case, the Terran player is dominating the charts. Scan missing a lot of the creep tumors, but there are no active creep tumors left on this map, unfortunately. There's no way to distinguish that, but looking around, the creep spread has just kind of stopped. So it's now part of the map, in a way. Pretty feisty micro from these Marines, doing some work against these Roaches. And one Roach burrows and gets away. I wonder what made it react to burrow. Wow! Look at that! That's pretty cool, dodging the corrosive vials. Although it looks like the medevacs aren't programmed to dodge the corrosive vials themselves. Ooh! That could have been really bad. Terran player is slowly pushing forward. And Lambdanaut's able to hold things for now. But it's a 3-3 Terran against a 2-2 Zerg with no Hive Tech. So the Zerg player is grasping at straws here. only on 4 bases as well. 4 bases versus 4 bases at this point. We see, strangely, an economy advantage for the Zerg player. It's probably because, yeah, this is not... Still got a lot of mineral patches in the main and the natural compared to 5MinBot. But with these fresh bases and mules to oversaturate those minerals, there's not really much standing in the way of 5MinBot's economy right now. Ooh, units streaming in one by one. Army advantage is slowly shifting in 5MinBot's favor. Supply differential is huge. Upgrade differential is huge. Oh. Put down your units! Land your units! Oh, look at that! Some burrowed banelings. Now that would be difficult to effectively use, because you'd have to understand where all of the major attack paths are, and then burrow the banelings there, and then know when to detonate them too. That just seems like a lot of... There'd be a lot of variables in play going from map to map that might make it fairly difficult to implement. But it would be pretty cool to see that. It's nice to see a lot of these different kinds of Zerg units that you normally don't see in a TVZ matchup for so long. And thinking about the different kinds of ways that they can be utilized to their advantage. Oh, these Vikings are so savage. Overlords are coming in. They're doing their best here. Looks like this is an all hands on deck situation. 5MinBot is not relenting with this pressure. Look at that. Some great target firing. Getting a bunch of drones there, shredding the third base. This base is going to go down as well. Overlords coming in, not doing as much as they hoped they would do. And this is going to be pretty much game. Oh, look at that. Where did this planetary come from? It's blocking all of these tanks. That's kind of interesting to see that. Some long distance mining going on. I bet it was supposed to be for the 5th base. Nice. Some solid damage there. Baneling drops were cool to see. The burrowed units were cool to see. And I think that there's a lot more that can be explored with these units in the future. And the abilities. Looks like Lambdanaut is going to fight until the very end. It does not know the words. It does not know the word surrender. Oh! Alright guys, we're just going to get out of there. They did their work. They were the D-Day Marines. They all made it back out alive, and the Zerg has been eliminated. Victory for the humans. Good game.